Shalom to the nation of Israel. First and foremost, before I get into my lesson, I want to start off by giving all praises unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Ha Chodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone that teach in the Ruel today. And citation also to the fellow laborers that's in the ministry and the believers that scatter worldwide in all truth and sincerity, day in and day out. Shalom. I'm the brother Shaquat Gabar, coming at you with another lesson. And right before I get into this lesson, this message or the videos goes out to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American descent by the seed of your father. And as I make mention, as also to the Israelite foreigners that scattered amongst the heathen nations, but may take on the typical look of another nation, physical appearance, but if your bloodline goes back to Negro, Latino, or Native American descent, once again, by the seed of your father, you're considered an Israelite. Shalom. So basically, I'm just going to get into a quick lesson. As you can see, I had this image, okay, on the screen, okay, which ties into, biblical times, okay, going into Daniel, the 2nd chapter. Okay, basically, this is going to be like a back to the basic, okay, and going to future prophecy is where we at now as well, okay, when it comes to the biblical Edomites, the so-called white race that's ruling at this time, okay, end time prophecy, okay, but going into really, this video going to be about who the world called God, okay, which his name is Yahweh in the Paleo-Hebrew, meaning he is or he exists, and the Son, who the world ignorant called Jesus Christ, which his name in the Hebrew as well is Yahweh Shai, his true name, okay, meaning he is the deliverer, okay, or savior, okay, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, okay, is the one that ruleth in the kingdom of men, okay, when it comes to nations or kingdoms being set up. That's why I have this image up here on the screen, going into Nebuchadnezzar dream once again that Daniel interpreted in Daniel 2. Okay, so you can see, okay, the image, okay, and the different colorations of the image and which kingdom match each coloration, okay, that Daniel described, okay, in Daniel chapter 2. Okay, to say all that because now we coming to the point at the end of the statue, okay, when it comes to the feet, iron, and clay, mingle with clay, okay, but starting up with the head, you can see the head of gold representing the Babylonian empire, okay, but now start with Nebuchadnezzar, okay, then you got the breast of silver, the Medo-Persian Empire, okay, starting with Cyrus, okay, and Darius, okay, and the thighs of brass, okay, the Greece or the Grecian Empire, starting with Alexander the Greek, okay, in history with his 4 generals that took over, when it came to Cassandra, Ptolemy, Seleucus, and Antiochus, okay, and out of that stand the Greek Empire, okay. Then you have the legs of iron, which is representing Rome, ancient Rome, okay, when they came back during the time of the during the time of the 12 Caesars, okay. Then you know how they was different from other kingdoms, which I'm gonna get the scriptures, okay. Cause when it comes to their rulership format, okay, they was known to have a senator, okay, kings, okay, being voted into office, okay, like I say, the Caesars back then, okay. Now you have the feet of iron, clay, okay, as we in the Roman Empire once again, okay, the revised, okay, because we go to the time of the history as well start with the men of Great Millstone, about the history of the downfall of Rome. And it came the time of the Dark Ages for a 1,000-year period, which Israelites ruled, mainly the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, that took over, okay, the Roman Empire, starting from the Eastern Roman Empire. And you look at the 5 good Caesars, okay, starting with Nerva, okay, a so-called black man, okay, but then throughout the time you had the Byzantine Empire, Constantine, like I say, Dark Ages, the Moors, okay, the Knights, okay, that ruled Europe, okay. Then eventually you had the coming of the downfall of the Dark Ages, Israelites ruling. Then you had the Roman Empire came back into power, okay, the Edomites, through the Borgia family. And from that time to now, to say all that, as we in the feet of iron and clay, as you can see, it said divided nations of Western Europe. Okay, and that's going into the EU, NATO, and America and its allies. Okay, because right before NATO was, as they called, before they called themselves NATO, which representing the acronym, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Okay, they were also known as the Club of Rome or the Treaty of Rome. Okay, show you that Yahweh Shema Shai has shown the signs, man. Okay, but the only ones that's going to understand it to the fullest is the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3. So now we at the point, okay, the 10 toes, okay, those 10 toes representing the European states and the 10 vassals, okay, and as we can see, we're on the verge of the EU and NATO breaking up, America, okay, the coming downfall of America economy, the EU economy, okay. As I make a mention, so it came upon the time the Lord set up all these kingdoms, but now we're at the coming time of Yahweh Shai, who the world called Christ's second coming, and Yahweh Shai is coming back to rule over all these kingdoms, okay, all these heathen nations, okay, and the Lord is going to liberate the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, okay. So let me go ahead and get into the scriptures, and I'm gonna start off with 2nd Esdras chapter 4 verse 37, and it says, by measures he had measured the times, going into the Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahweh Shema Shai, okay, which is prophecy, former past prophecies, okay, to now. And it says, by measures have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times, and he do not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. Okay, so now we coming in the time of Yahweh Shema Shai bringing forth every prophecy that's in the scriptures, especially in this time. Okay, but the point is, Yahweh Shema Shai set up the kingdoms, and all these nations had their chance to rule, man. Okay, let me get this. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 11. I returned and I saw under the sun, okay, here on the earth, okay, that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding. Okay, going into, life, okay, men ruling, okay, nations, living, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happen to them all. Okay, so now we're in the time, okay, of Esau Edom ruling, just as those ancient empire kingdoms, okay, those heathens, they had their time ruling. Okay, and to a certain extent, you still got remnants of those kingdoms today. Okay, and at this time, a lot of these heathens, okay, they're still over us, the Israelites, as we're in captivity here in America and scattered abroad in captivity up under these heathens. Okay, but the main one that's ruling when it comes to the top heathens at this time are the biblical Edomites, man. Okay, starting with their elites, like I say, out of Europe, okay, and over here in the West, America, and plus over there in the land of Israel, because the people that's over there are not the original inheritors. Okay, they're Edomites. Okay, they go back to the grandson of Esau, Amalek. Okay, but now we're in the time Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is about to come back. Yahushua coming back. Okay, through a great deliverance. Okay, to take them out of power. Okay, by the way of what the world called UFOs, the chariots, the vehicles of the angels, and how Yahushua going to return at the peak of the Third World War. And eventually this place, America, is going to be destroyed by the way of thermonuclear fire. Okay? And the elect is going to be delivered out of that. But 2/3 of so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, they're going to perish on this side. Okay? Especially those that take that MOTB, which is known as the mark of the beast in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. Okay? Which is the prophecy of the RFID microchip, which is at the point of being implemented. Okay, so we at the time now of Yahushua's second coming. Okay, leading up to this place destruction and the great salvation of the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. Okay, but the point is, all nations one point of time had their time to rule, and that's going back to that statue. But let me get this real quick. And once again, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua ruleth in the kingdom of men. To Psalms chapter 75, verse 4. I say unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked, lift not up the horn. Okay, the horn representing power. Okay, right now, Esau Edom, that's in power, is on the verge of trying to establish his NWO. Okay, in one part of the time, when they came to those ancient empires, okay, you know, that image of Nebuchadnezzar, or that image, or that statue, all of them thought in that time, or in their time, that they were going to rule forever. Okay, but eventually, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, once again, okay, set up the kingdoms of men. Okay, and it says, and I say unto the fools, deal not foolish, to the wicked, lift not up the horn, lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck. Okay, it's stiff neck representing, you know, that pride, and that's what Esau Edom is known for, their pride. Especially now as they trying to push forward their NWO. Okay. Verse 6. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. So now we're in the time that the Lord, you know, the time that he has set up Esau Edom. But now he about to put them down and set up the kingdom through Yahushua, okay, which by default the kingdom of Israel, okay. Once that land, Israel also as well going to be destroyed by fire, by missiles, by the hands of Russia, okay. Then Yahushua is going to establish his kingdom in the land, okay, which is rightfully owned, rightfully so, when it comes to our inheritance, and thus being joint heirs, okay. It ain't going to be no, after America destroyed, Russia going to have a time to rule, or China, okay, or Iran. Now all nations going to be put down, man, okay, up under Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and us, the Israelites, okay, for 1,000 years. And after that 1,000-year period, after the kingdom is fully built, and it's going to continue on to be built forever and ever, because our kingdom is going to be an everlasting kingdom. But after that certain 1,000-year period, the only nation that's going to be done away with are the biblical Edomites, okay, and the elites going to be the first ones that are going to go into captivity, okay, as they escape the damnation of those missiles. But like I said, as a whole, Obadiah 1 and 18, Esau Edom is going to be the only nation that's going to be done away with, okay. But now we're in the time of them ruling. But Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua set them up. Let me get this. What that's Daniel chapter 4. Verse 17, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, the prophets, okay, to the intent that the living may know, okay, starting with the elect, okay, that's going to have the full understanding. They're able to teach this word, and eventually those that believe going to be sealed and be delivered. That the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man, and give it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the basis of man. Okay, so the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of man. And right now, at this time, the basis of man is ruling, okay, which is Esau, Edom. Because out of all the nations that the Lord created, Esau, Edom is the wicked, and he known as the lowest, the vilest, okay? Show you the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that he set Esau, Edom up, okay, to rule in this time, okay, which is one of the blessings that he was going to rule by the way of the sword and through lies, through deceivingness, okay, and through theft, robbery, okay, colonization, whitewashing, okay, iconoclasm, okay. Now we at the point now they pushing the NWO through their AI, their technology, okay. But the say, the Lord gave them a blessing, okay, to the point that he set up the basis of man, okay, the rule. But now we coming in the time of their downfall, man. Let me get this. Like I said, I'm going to get, straight to the point in the image. Cause, basically spoke of it. This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 31. And it says, thou, O king, sawest, and behold a great image. So this is Daniel explaining or interpreting the dream of Nebuchadnezzar. Okay. And it says, this great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. The image head was of fine gold. Okay, going into once again, the Babylonian Empire at that time. Okay, Nebuchadnezzar. And it said his beast and his breast, his breast and his arms are silver, going to the Medo-Persian Empire, as I mentioned when it came to that image I had. His belly and his thighs are brass, going to the Grecian Empire, okay, which were are Edomites. His legs of iron, going into the Roman Empire, okay. His feet part iron and part of clay, okay. Going into this current time now, Esau, Edom ruling through the vassal states, okay, when it comes to the EU, the military form in the form of NATO and America being part of it, okay, majorly America, okay. But there, it says partially, okay, part iron and part clay, because now we're at the time they're weakening, okay. And it says, verse 34, thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet, that were of iron and clay, and break them in pieces. Okay, going into eventually Yahushua returning, okay, to bring down Esau, Edom rulership and all the rest of the heathen nations, okay, because the feet supposed to represent your foundation, okay. So once Yahushua return and destroy this place, okay, America, NATO, EU, okay, Yahushua coming back to rule, all the nations is going to be subject unto Yahushua, and thus the nation of Israel, man. Okay, let me see. And it says, then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, the gold broken to pieces together. It became like shaft of the summer threshing floors, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them, meaning their rulership, okay. All the nations are going to be taken out of power, man. The stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth, okay. So that's going to the kingdom of Yahushua, okay. Let me get this one, okay. And it ain't going to be left to any other nations, okay. As these Christians like to push, salvation is for all nations. Now, salvation is only for Israel, and at this time, the elect, okay. These heathen nations, they're going into captivity, man. Okay, those that remain after the destruction, starting with the elites, and the ones that perish on this side or perish in the Lord's wrath, they're going to come back through their bloodline, which is known as reincarnation in the kingdom, and serve out their captivity. And the 2/3 that perish on this side, they're going to come back in the kingdom, being the sons and daughters of the elect. And that's how they're going to inherit the kingdom, okay? Daniel chapter 2, verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven, okay, Yahweh Bashim Shai, set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. So that's the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which by default, the kingdom of Israel, man. Okay? But the whole point of this lesson is that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai ruleth in the kingdom of men. And we at the time with Esau Edom, okay, downfall in the coming of Yahweh Shai kingdom, okay. But once again, you can see, going to a little brief history about the the image of Nebuchadnezzar that Daniel interpreted, okay, in Daniel chapter 2, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the lesson here, and I pray that the lesson be edifying. Until next time, Lord willing, shalom to the elect, shalom.